Welcome back to another cooking video today, and today we're doing the Gusto shredded hoisin duck wrap. So you can see everything you need on the card there, and this is the actual recipe with all the ingredients and bits and pieces that you have to do. Now, as always with these, we kind of mix them up and do them a little bit our own way, so you'll see a bit later on in the video how we do that. But first off, let's show you everything we're going to need. Obviously that's what it should look like at the end. So you've got the duck, you've got the cucumber, spring onions, lettuce, hoisin sauce, the tortilla wraps, you've got some sesame seeds, and then a bit of soy sauce too. Now, we're not going to use all of those, but I'll show you as we go on what we do. So, starting off with opening up the duck. Now, when you do get this open, it is a bit fiddly, and it is a bit gross on the inside. So there's a lot of fat and there's a lot of jelly. Now, it does tell you in the recipe to use those. We didn't want to, so as you can see, I just scraped it all off into a bowl. It's really easy to do. Does look a little bit disgusting, but is not that bad once it's done. And then they go straight into the air fryer. So rather than obviously using the oven, it does stink a bit, but they go straight into the air fryer and it's nice and quick. So we're going to pop that in. That goes in for about 15 minutes, and halfway through we do turn it over. You can see what it looks like in there before we start. We do turn it over and flip it around, so make sure you're ready to do that about halfway through. But I put on for the full 15 minutes and just had to remember about 7 or 8 minutes in. I think my wife is one that actually does turn it over in the end. You can see her turning it on there. So then with the cucumbers, you can see us getting them chopped with the spring onions, and the lettuce just gets shredded once you've chopped the leaves off. You can see there my wife drying them off, that kind of thing, getting them all sorted. And with the cucumber, I think they get chopped into matchsticks, so they fit into the wraps easy. Yeah, there you go. Going off into matchstick and into the bowl. Give that a good mix so it's all nice and prepared. Though again, some people I know like keeping them separate. That's the duck halfway through, starting to go nice and brown, looking lovely. You can see my wife here flipping them around, making sure it gets a nice even cook on both sides. Obviously got to give her credit where credit is due. And it is already starting to look delicious. Let me tell you, at this point it smells delicious as well. So it is a little bit fiddly in the air fryer getting that through. They're quite deep bowls, but once it's done, get them in, chuck a little bit in there to go nice and crackly, and get it back on again for the next 7 minutes. So here they did say with the duck at the end you should mix the hoisin sauce in, you can see there, and give it a good mix. Now I prefer dipping the hoisin sauce, and my wife isn't a big fan of it, so she likes her duck the way it is out the air fryer. So we just squeeze the hoisin into a bowl, and it does say warm it up. I left it cold again, that's just personal preference. It was a little bit gloopy, but maybe I'll try warming it up next time. Now that's the duck there, you can see looking absolutely delicious. Once it's ready and out, you can pull it out and get it onto a plate ready for shredding. You can see that it looks lovely and cooked through. And it's one of the easiest ducks to shred I've ever done. So we've got duck from the supermarket before, and it's never been as easy to shred as this duck. Maybe because it was a bit pre-cooked or something, I'm not really sure. But as you can see here, it absolutely falls off the bone. It's so easy to get off, and it just slides away. And then once it's all off, you just get your 2 forks and shred it to pieces. And it literally took me a couple of minutes. And the whole meal in total only took about 20 minutes. It was nice and easy. So then final step, you've got your tortilla wraps. And as you can see there, my wife's putting them in the microwave. They just take 20 seconds in the microwave, in and out, and then they're nice and warm, not piping hot. Make sure you take them off the plate or onto a different plate or something, because the bottom one can get a little bit sweaty if you leave them sat on there for a while. But give them a flip over, something like that, and it does the job. And there you go, you've got, that's what it should look like prepared. But you've got your duck, your wraps, your hoisin, and your lettuce, kind of salady, spring onion-y combination in the top corner there. Looking really nice indeed. So in a second, we're going to go sit down and we'll show you how to make that wrap. If you want to see more cooking videos with us, we're going to be cooking loads and loads of meals on the channel together, and we would love you to come along and cook with us. And this is, you can see the finished products. We sat down, got our wrap, get our hoisin on there. You can see it's a little bit gloopy, so maybe next time I will try warming it up, but it tasted absolutely delicious still. And then you've got your salad there. Again, we've mixed it all up together, sticking it all in. If you go have a look at our YouTube shorts, you can see a little rap battle my wife and I did. I want you to comment on that video and tell me who did the rap better, me or my wife. But then you can see me there putting this wrap together, make an absolute hash of putting the wrap up, but tuck one end, shove it in, and it is a good one. And let me tell you, it tasted absolutely delicious. So thank you very much for watching this, guys, and we'll see you again very soon.